Sit down.
When you sit down, I'd like you to think that I'd like you to become one of the women who are around Jesus. And by around, I mean you appear with or without a name in Scripture. You have a story or you don't have a story, because there are women who simply must have been there, but we don't know anything about what brought them there. Women who attended the Sermon on the Mount, women who were in a village when Jesus came through. I mean, some are named, some are not named. Some are touched, some are not touched. You're a woman around Jesus. Sit. And take off your glasses, please.
Okay.
What would you like to tell me about yourself?
I heard a lot of rumors about this man before he came to our village, and I'm very skeptical. I didn't believe much of anything that I heard.
So in this time, rumors are afoot everywhere about all sorts of things. There is unrest in the land, and there are no media outlets that give you anything but hearsay. And he comes to your village and you're skeptical.
Oh, yeah, they say he can
Walk on water.
walk on water,
Right.
make people alive who've been dead. It's just, it's like total fantasy.
So he comes to the village. What time of day does he come?
It's late in the day. It's late.
And does he know what, I mean, is he passing through? What do you know about this travel? Is he coming to stay, to pass through, to sell things? What's the deal?
As far as I know, he just wanders around from town to town.
By himself?
No, with a crowd of people now.
Okay.
More and more people all the time.
Okay, so we're remembering this moment. So help me see this moment we're remembering together. Talk about yourself. Where are you?
Well, I'm on the edge of the market.
Okay.
And what I'm seeing at this moment is chickens running around.
Okay. Cluck, cluck, cluck.
Yeah.
And what do you see with your eyes? What do you see him?
I see this bunch of people coming into the
Uh-huh.
village, coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you look for him among this bunch?
Well, I look to see who the bunch is.
Okay. And
I see that I see that it's that group.
It's the
around
wild
Jesus.
bunch. Okay.
That I've been hearing about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Well, he comes in and they ask him.
is he
the
obviously
village.
not him, so to speak? Can you see what distinguishes him from them?
I can see which one is Jesus
Okay.
because of the way people act around him. It's like all of the energy is going between him and other people.
Okay.
You know, it's,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And does that energy get to you, so to speak? Are you drawn in or are you pulled back? Do you stay where you are?
Well, it's this point that I'm remembering. I'm just observing. I'm watching them from the edge of the market
Okay.
and seeing what they're doing.
Okay. So that's it.
So I'm
That's your
curious.
story. That's it?
Well, no.
Well, what
No.
happens?
What happens is he sits down by the well. They all have a drink of water, of course,
Mm-hmm.
because they're thirsty. And he sits by the well, and people start gathering around him and asking questions
Mhm,
and
mhm.
wanting to be healed.
Mhm.
And I go to watch because I'm curious,
Uh-huh.
but there's something different about him,
Mhm.
and it's hard to explain what it is.
Mhm. What's happening to your skepticism?
The skepticism is gone out of my head,
Uh-huh.
and I can't say that I now believe all the stories about him or anything like that, but I feel very quiet and relaxed inside in a way that I don't usually.
Can you let me see that quiet and relaxed inside? That...
It's like that.
Hmm.
And it's just, I kind of am not paying a lot of attention to what's happening because I just like being there.
Hmm. Kind of like the sound goes down, the bustle, it gets quiet.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a nice place to be.
Hmm.
It's kind of like sitting by the river early in the morning before people are up and about much. It's that kind of feeling.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so I feel a little differently about him.
Uh-huh. And do you ever catch his eye, or is it just you get to watch?
Yeah, sure.
What?
He catches everybody's eye, I think.
Does.
You know,
So
when he looks at people, they've been looked at, they've been seen. You know?
And
it's very fleeting, you know.
mm-hmm.
But it's like, boy,
Hmm.
it's a real recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you have that experience?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. It's nice.
Just nice.
Wow. It's special.
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
What made it special?
It's very hard to explain. But there's something about the way I felt seen that is different than the way most people see me. It's like most people see me, you know, I'm a mother and a grandmother and I bake bread and I do this. And most people see me like that. But I felt like he saw something about me that nobody had seen before and that I didn't really know. It's like it's like I was seen and I didn't know that I hadn't been seen before that. It's hard to describe.
There's some way that he saw me that gave me a sense of myself that I didn't know I was missing until he gave it to me. And then I felt, huh.
Yeah, it's like a seed inside of a nut.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's like when you see the nut and you're used to seeing the nut that way, and then you open it up and there's a seed inside. And you didn't know it was there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Open your palm again, just the way you did.
Like that?
Uh-huh, yeah. And there's a seed inside.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What should we call you? What's your name? Woman who was around Jesus.
Hannah.
Hannah. Nice to meet you, Hannah. Thank you. You can step out of that chair now
Okay.
and come stand behind the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Put your glasses on. Hi. So, you, Susan,
Mm-hmm.
just did a little journey.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't rehearsed this.
Right.
completely spontaneous, and you came away with something. Or, to put it another way, when you reflect on this little extemporaneous piece you did, and you sort of look in the mirror of it, what do you see?
Well, I've been working in my life recently about coming from my sense of self rather than my mind or my heart or my body in pieces. You know, I'm trying to put those together and operate from self, from my soul, you might say.
Wholeness.
And, yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like that's where I went. That's what he saw. You know, that's what he saw in Hannah. And so it's the way I played it relates very much to what's going on in my life right now, the things that I'm thinking about.
It sounds like you were almost using this Bibliolog experience to give to practice that.
Yeah. And it's funny because until I sat down, I thought I was going to be a mother who brought her children to where the 5,000 were fed. And that's what I thought I was going to do. I was going to be the mother bringing her child in the miracle, but that's not what happened.
And another part of what you did that I wonder about is you started skeptical, and then something happened to the skepticism that then seemed to allow you to move towards this seed at the end.
Well, the skepticism is all in the mind.
Yeah.
You know, the mind's always got questions and doubts and criticisms and all of that stuff. So that's like the mind just that drifted away.
So getting to that wholeness in part seems to involve not letting the mind have the whole story.
Right. Right. And I forget that all the time.
And you remembered it.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.